Who wants symptoms? Get tested. Today, who wants symptoms? Get tested. Today is the first full day of the New World Order. Symptoms? Get tested. Today is the first full day of the New World Order. Outdoor gatherings are limited to 2 people. Exercise is allowed but no further than a 10-kilometre radius from your home. Browsing in shops is not permitted. Only 1 person per household may leave to do essential shopping. And from tomorrow, funerals are limited to 10 people.
And the length of this lockdown is up to each and every one of us.
Steve Hart for 10 News First.
Just a day after the launch of Cyber Polygon, we have Germany saying that they've gone through a series of stuff that has left them completely paralyzed in the eastern part of the country. This Anhalt Bitterfeld municipality is saying that they have all their stuff frozen up like lockdown cold, where their systems cannot move. Hackers overwhelm them, and they've knocked out the IT operations that they have in this area. They say we are almost completely paralyzed, adding that their offices would probably remain offline next week and giving no indication of when services are going to resume. And they declined to comment on the identity of the attackers, on any ransoms being demanded. They said that that's all because it's under an investigation. You have to wonder, why is that information always released any other time? So this area has a population of 157,000. And for the first time, they're unable to pay out welfare benefits and things like that. They're unable to do anything. This comes on the heels of the largest meat producer out there getting attacked, Colonial Pipeline getting attacked, hospitals getting attacked, and many other countries getting attacked. And we just had Klaus Schwab, this piece of work from the World Economic Forum, come out and say that we need to prepare pretty much for a cyber pandemic, for the internet going down. They just keep repeating it, and they just had a simulation on all this. The last time they had a simulation was Event 201, a couple months after. You see what we're in. So, in terms of this, a heads up, I've warned for over a decade to have a plan for when the lights go out. And we are on the doorstep of such an event. I'm going to expand on this and what we can do in the next live stream, so make sure to join me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern on DLive and Patriot TV. You'll find links below.
We're coming to a new life. That's what we're coming into, is a whole new life. I'm sleeping and have this dream, and at first it was my wife and I, and we had purchased this, or we didn't purchase it. We were like in a house that had upgraded, and throughout the dream I just kept hearing 45, 45, 45. And when we go into the house, someone is playing a record player, is playing an old record player, and they were playing on a 45. My wife says to me, in this dream, she says, I've got a picture for you. And it was a picture of Nibiru, and she said you can put your Nibiru picture on the wall. And I mean, it was just so much, because I could cut out. It was also a piece of wood that I could paint and make Nibiru bigger. I mean, it was just so crazy. And then suddenly my wife turned into my mother, and my sister and I were trying to figure out what room we were going to have. And mother was like, everything is for you. So you don't have to fight over it. Everything is for you. But there were all type of people celebrating with us. All right, there were all type of people celebrating with us, and you know, there were Asians, there were Chinese, all types of folk celebrating with us, and all of a sudden, in the middle of them celebrating, they just disappeared. They just suddenly disappeared, and it was nothing but us. My mother was sitting on top of fish. There was crab, there was lobster, there was just fish everywhere. And every time she removed one and tossed it out the way, there was another one. And she removed one and tossed it out. And these fish was everywhere, the lobsters and little baby crabs. I mean, it was. This is the way.
We're not gonna eat no crabs or lobsters, anything that is unclean, because it does affect your body. We gotta eat stuff that's good for our body. We're gonna be healthy, smart, eat healthy, not eat stupid.
This thing had went, and it was a new home that we had. So as I'm getting up, the message comes to me that this is not a home that you're gonna buy. It said this home is the planet. So we're coming into a new life, a new planet. The thing about it is, many of our folk don't need to be startled, because it's going to end up with nothing but us here. All these other nationalities or whatever, we're going to be going away. And in the dream, it happened quickly. It wasn't like gradually you saw one person, then you saw that, because there was a whole bunch of other nationalities celebrating with us. All of a sudden, they just disappeared, just like that, just disappeared. So what we gotta understand is that we got a new life, and I just kept hearing 45, all throughout the dream, 45. And it's like that's all I heard was 45. And 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 is the symbol of melanin. So in the dream, it was letting us know that it's going to be nothing but melanin, this new planet, this new house. And there's going to be a bunch of empty lands, the empty rooms, and we're going to be trying to figure out which land we're going to go, because it's going to be a bunch of empty lands, which were once occupied by other species on our planet. And the lands are going to be empty, and that's what the rooms represent. And there was lots of rooms. It's like you walk around the house and you see this new room, and then you say, well, you got this other room, but we're walking around, and I'm thinking that I'm going to see the same room, and then I realize it's a different room, and I was just continuously walking, and I was like, this house is huge, this house is big, and that's when it came to me. It said, this is the planet, and the rooms are the lands. All those people who disappeared weren't supposed to be there from the beginning. So many are going to try to celebrate this new life of the planet, and something's going to happen, and they're just going to disappear. The system is going to disappear. The system is not going to gradually fall. It's not going to gradually fall. The system is literally going to disappear. It's the dream I had. Very powerful. But here on the planet, which that house represented the planet, a completely huge house, and it seemed like the house kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, it was unlike anything I've ever seen. But we're coming into a new life. Everything is going to belong to us once again. Now, what we're going to do with it is up to you.